Let's talk menopause. In health news, a recent study found that menopause has a big financial impact on women, including an estimated $1.8 billion in lost work every year and $26 billion when adding in medical expenses. That's why there's a growing shift for more companies like eBay and NVIDIA who are making an effort to attract and retain experienced women by adding menopause-specific care to their benefits packages. Even female leaders and celebrities like Oprah and Michelle Obama, they are bringing what they're calling the big M into the cultural conversation. So let's talk about it. Joining me now is Dr. Sonal Harder with Dignity Health Medical Group. Great to have you, Sonal.
Thank you for having me, Trail.
Okay, so let's talk about the big M. It used to be so taboo, but why is it changing now?
So I'm so excited that we are finally bringing this back for discussion all over the place because look, I think sex health and hormonal health is part of our overall health. It has to be discussed. So I'm happy that we are talking about it and women are not suffering in isolation. And just to give you an idea, about 2 million women go through menopause every year, 6,000 approximately in the US on a daily basis, and affects about 80% of women who are going through menopause. So we have to talk about it. It impacts all aspects of our life.
Okay, so let's take it step by step. Start with perimenopause, which is before menopause.
So let's talk about menopause as a definition. So menopause essentially means you have no periods for 12 consecutive months, okay? Perimenopause is a period prior to menopause. Now that can last from months to up to 10 years before menopause. And you can have symptoms during perimenopause and during menopause. Now, average age of menopause in the United States is 51, and perimenopause can start in your early 40s.
Wow, early 40s already. And I know that menopause, I mean, so many women, I know in my circle, there have been so many women who talk about, you know, those symptoms of just not just the, you know, the hot flashes and everything, which are very indicative of perimenopause as well. But you have so many more added on symptoms as well with menopause.
Absolutely. So obviously irregular periods. So sometimes you have heavy periods or no periods or longer duration between periods. Anxiety, depression, mood changes, irritability, sleep disturbances is huge. Also, a lack of sexual desire, which can impact your relationship with your partner, hair loss, skin changes. I mean, I can go on and on. There are some significant, but hot flashes and night sweats seem to be the ones that impact quality of women's life. So those are some of the symptoms that I can list.
Okay, so let's talk about some remedy solutions. What do you suggest?
Yeah, so now we know so much, we have so much clarity on hormone therapy because there's a lot of controversy and truly like we are not trained enough in our training on hormone therapy. So the good news is with all the new data and evidence, we know that hormones actually work effectively on younger women, women under the age of 60 or someone who's close to the menopausal age. We know that the benefits exceed the risks in those women. Now there's some contraindications to hormones, which are breast cancer, somebody who has heart disease or heart attack, stroke or clots, blood clots. Those are huge contraindications.
Yeah, definitely check with your family history.
So this is not a medical advice, but these are general guidelines. But typically under the age of 60, hormones really work. And it's actually the best effective treatment for hot flashes as well as night sweats and FDA approved.
And of course, eating healthy, exercise, very important.
I mean, that's the foundation for
life.
Overall health.
Exactly.
Yes, specifically when women are going through menopause and perimenopause, there is a tendency to gain weight, and this is all related to hormones. So there are women who exercise and eat healthy and still experience that weight gain. But I always say, like, unless you have those two foundational things, some of these symptoms can be actually worse. So
let's talk about our partners. We cannot forget our significant others or, you know, the people around us. What can they do to help support?
So this is one of my favorite things I do in my practice. I actually encourage my patients' partners to join them in their first appointment. It's like when you're having a baby and you go to those appointments. It's important for them to have the education as well because menopause not only affects the female partner, but also affects their partners. Because it affects all aspects of your sexual relationship, mood changes, and your partners can be more supportive once they understand the syndrome. Yes.